We got a great one for you today. We're highlighting the Pirates of the Caribbean Curse of the Black Pearl, which was 2003, directed by Gore Verbinski, starring Johnny Depp, Orlando Bloom, Keira Knightley, and Geoffrey Rush. Now, this swashbuckling tale kind of follows the quest of Captain Jack Sparrow, a savvy pirate, and Will Turner, a resourceful blacksmith, as they search for Elizabeth Swann, Elizabeth, the daughter of the governor, and the love of Will's life, of course. She's been kidnapped by the feared Captain Barbossa. Little do they know, but the fierce and clever Barbossa has been cursed, he along with his large crew, and all under an ancient curse, doomed for eternity. That is unless a blood sacrifice is made. Now, pretty cool, because now this film was full of swashbuckling sword fights and is probably known as the most memorable and favourite Pirates movie of the franchise, although there's one more that actually made more money. Today we're going to take a look at two of the sword fights in that movie. According to the screenwriter's commentary on the DVD, Will Turner is the best swordsman in the movie, Barbossa and Commodore Norrington are evenly matched, and Jack Sparrow is actually the worst. The first introduction here is really just a test. It's like the test of the two, and the way that it's set up is in a nice two-shot, which shows that both actors can do the sword fighting. It's always essential now. The other thing I liked about this is that they went through to the feet, showing the feet cross over from one section to the next. And obviously there are a couple. This behind the sword shot that Orlando Bloom does is a Bob Anderson version. Now let's take a look at the other one, which is the scene which was not only technically and beautifully filmed, it contained all the things that make a good movie fight. And that is the end sequence. It had relationships, good swordplay, fun moments, and great visual effects. The fight starts out into this massive different chamber, and as I said, has many different elements in it. The first starts off with so many different characters. Geoffrey Rush's character of Barbossa is in there. The other villains are in there who play some of the comedic relief. We have Will Turner. We have Johnny Depp's character in there. We have Elizabeth is in there. So many things to film and to get right. Now, what was really interesting about this, the sword fights were technically interesting, but they had a lot of little gimmicks in there as well. Cutting Orlando Bloom's chains by the guy was actually an interesting little thing that he could then fight him off with the rest of the swords. And then you have a very large shot of going through the cavern of the cave itself with the other brigands in the background. So to do that, you actually had to take some time to actually get it to sync up with the rest of the cast. Some of the stuff in there, the cut of the feather on Barbossa's hat, the three people that Orlando Bloom had to fight, suddenly realizing that once he's in the light, it became a visual effect of the pirate becoming a skeleton. This was really interesting because they had to do that constantly throughout this. Skeleton, human, skeleton, human. And again, there's also interesting things in this fight where Barbossa's like, oh, you forget this, like, I'm an immortal. This is a character building thing. Then he turns around and sticks Johnny Depp, who you think is actually immortal, but then Johnny Depp goes, you know what? No, not really. I'll stagger into the light and I'm actually just like you, which then causes a bit of a problem. And I love the coin on the rings, coin on the fingers thing that he did. Sword fight then goes back into throwing something at somebody and coming together with the other slashes, which is in first and second and third and fourth in the particular sword fighting genre, if you like. Again, a lot of Bob Anderson's interesting choreography here. The great part about it, and the music actually lends to it, is this swashbuckling event here that runs down, and the way that Johnny Depp runs down, like, is very entertaining to do, but the way that they actually did a lot of the interesting sections here was to do the things where he's the two pirates or skeletons have stuck each other. Now they have to go over after Will Turner into the actual the rest of the cave. They then bring in another section of it, another portion with the bomb going off. That brings them into a whole nother position, so that now Elizabeth can get involved with this great big scepter or whatever it is that they're using there to hit the guy over the head several times and use it as a block. So many different things going on in this fight that has fun. It has some dramatic action. They stick the guy into the chest. They get all three guys and they push them all together. And then they stick the bomb into the guy, and they have the humorous point of the guy turning around going, "Oh no, not fair." Boom, and off he goes.